Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe if you have not. Today we'll be talking about the percentage composition of a compound. What is the percentage composition? The percentage composition of a compound is the percentage by mass of each element present in the compound. For the purpose of this lesson, we'll be highlighting three steps used in calculating the percentage composition of a compound. Step 1. Find the mass of each element. So for the first step, we find the mass of each element. Step 2. Find the molar mass of the compound. So for the second step, we find the molar mass of the compound. And how do we do this? We do this by adding the masses of each element in the compound. Step 3. Divide the mass of each element by the molar mass of the compound and multiply by 100. So for the third step, we divide the mass of each element by the molar mass of the compound and multiply by 100 to get the percentage composition. Let's take an example using these steps. Now let's take this example. Find the percentage by mass of each element in glucose. Find the percentage by mass of each element in glucose. So using the steps we highlighted previously, let's solve this problem. We said the first step, we find the mass of each element in the compound. In glucose, there are three compounds, which are carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So for the first step, we find the masses of these elements. There are 6 atoms of carbon present, and the atomic mass of carbon is 12. So we have 6 times 12, which is 72. So the mass of carbon is 72. In that, in glucose, there are 12 atoms of hydrogen, and the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. That is 12 times 1. That is 12. That is 12. So the mass of hydrogen is 12 gram. In glucose, there are 6 atoms of oxygen, and the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. 6 times 16, that is 96. So the mass of oxygen is 96 gram. So for the second step, we find the molar mass of the compound. So for the second step, we find the molar mass of glucose. And how do we do this? We do this by adding the masses of the elements present in the compound. So to find the molar mass of glucose, we add the mass of carbon, the mass of hydrogen, and the mass of oxygen. So that is 72 plus 12 plus 96, and that is 180 gram per mole. So for the third step, we divide the mass of each element by the molar mass of the compound and then multiply by 100. So for percentage of carbon, we have mass of carbon over molar mass of glucose times 100. So the mass of carbon is 72. The molar mass of glucose is 180. So that is 72 over 180 times 100, and that gives us 40%. For percentage of hydrogen, We have mass of hydrogen over molar mass of glucose times 100. So that is 12 over 180 times 100, and that is 6.66%. Then for percentage of oxygen, we have mass of oxygen over molar mass of glucose times 100. So we have the mass of oxygen to be 96. So that is 96 over 180 times 100, which is 3.33%. So the percentage of carbon is 40%, while the percentage of hydrogen is 6.66%, and the percentage of oxygen is 33.33%.